Who's the realistic dream candidate?
I mean, I think it's Lane Kiffin, personally. But Matt Rule is going to be in the mix. I mean, we can go down the list. They could hire Hugh Freeze if they wanted to bring him back to the SEC West. He would do very well at Auburn.
Yeah.
It's a guy that probably would also work with their sort of crazy setup with their boosters and president and fans and everything else. Those would be the tops of my list. You got to get someone with SEC experience. This is one where you cannot, after hiring Bryan Harsin from Boise State with no prior experience in the area, you need to bring in someone who understands this job, but not just this job, how to go get some players away from Georgia or Alabama. Because that's the barrier for success at Auburn, is you're going to play those two teams every year. You know, much like Tennessee has to play Georgia and Alabama every year, so does Auburn. And they're stuck right in between those two schools. And you're going to have to pluck some guys away from them occasionally. Not all the time, but you're going to have to do it occasionally. You're going to have someone with ties to the South to be able to do that.
I mean, and it's definitely a culture fit because he was 70-19 or something at Boise. And then it was, Christmas Day or Christmas Eve that he took over at Auburn. And then within an amount of like a 6 to 8 month span, you were already hearing things like, this is not anywhere close to what it was sold as back in December of 2020.
If I had to go outsider candidate, though, it's Matt Rule. Someone with no real ties to the SEC.
No
I'm
ties.
saying outsider with that. I mean, he was at Baylor.
Right.
So he was in the South,
and
but in
over,
Texas.
Yeah, when he took over what Baylor was up to and then what he built, I mean, that's similar to what Auburn needs right now. And you can win fast there. You know, you can – it's not Ole Miss. Like, Kiffin's always complaining about attendance and getting people there versus recruiting and all. Auburn's a different story.
Their last, I believe, 4 coaches have either won a national title or gone undefeated in a season. Gus Malzahn, Gene Chizik, Tommy Tuberville in 2004, and Terry Bowden, I believe in 98, the same season Tennessee won it, went undefeated, but they were under a postseason ban and couldn't play for the SEC title.
None of whom exactly went on to great things.
It's the LSU argument, right?
I
mean, the last 3 guys at LSU. It's not just Nick Saban. It was Les Miles and Ed Orgeron won national titles at LSU. You can win at Auburn.